guys. Welcome to the stream for anyone who's choosing to. REKA is a game that is currently in early access. The question is, how will it end up turning out in the end? It follows the basic story of essentially someone learning from the Baba Jaga about being a witch, creating her own version of the Baba Jaga's house. So, let's see how it goes. Nature, not machines. Elevated were respected then, and which is revered, but old, perhaps. But time moves on, and if we do not move with it, the aid of witchcraft will be lost to us forever. I feel the approach of one who may prove ready for such challenges, who can embrace our past and unlock our future. One who has known hardship and pain. She has traveled far, yet the path ahead of her will prove greater than she has ever known. Our downfall or our salvation? Only time will tell. Character creator. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, happy surprise. That one. I really like that one. Clear eyes. Clothing. Considering the nature of the the origins of the Baba Yaga. Give me a moment. Restarting that. Let's begin. That one. No freckles. Clear eyes. Got that one. That. Not all. It's on the path towards the bridge. Find it for me, please. Towards the bridge. This is pretty much straight ahead. Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah. That's definitely something I don't want to deal with before final release. Whatever that is, boxing. Why then? How could it lie then? Small, hunchbacked, hazardous creatures in Belarusian mythology associated with gremlins. Often live under the masonry style, huh? Interesting. I see it. Throw him down a little. Yeah, pretty sure that wouldn't go over well. Who are you? Like my bog, that's not my real name, but it'll do for now. I'm traveling merchant, no roots for me. Give Bogdan 4 wheels, thanks to you. The open road in front and the stars above. In the western part of the lands of Jawa. If you go further down the road, you'll get to a small village called Kopnek. They don't get many visitors, so I'm sure they'll have work going if you're interested. It's barely a sneeze of houses and fields, but the river next to it is a real beauty. So you can see him. Most folks can't. You have to be a bit, shall we say, broad-minded to see the likes of Felix. And since you asked, he does Leiden. Basically what happens when you give Chaos legs and teeth. I'll tell you more about how we cross paths later. Right now I need to get this wheel fixed. You mind yourself now. Goodbye. Guess I continue down the road. Considering that the origins of the Baba Jaga myth, or mythos, is Slavic, assume it's in a pretty cold region. Kovnik, young traveler, you look like you've been on the road a little too long. If you want to earn some coins, you may find work here. You can always use a hand on our farms. Be mindful of the woods, though. Not everyone around here is as nice as me. Someone will pop you in a stew as soon as they look at you. Oh, I'm just fooling. But there is an old woman out there that some say is a bit on the, witchy side. Don't want to guarantee that's the Baba Yaga. Oh? That's alright. I shouldn't have actually seen it for yet. Oh dear. What is wrong? Bluebell Bodkin, my beloved babies, has gone missing. Let's goose through the fence. Can you see if you can spot her? The herd is worried sick and so am I. Where should I look for her? She's around the nearby woods. I tried searching for her myself, but she's a naughty little thing and loves to play, so I suspect she's hiding from me. Maybe one of my neighbors has seen her. No, finish that one. I've seen a baby goat around here. Don't say she's lost a goat again. She's spent 1 more second speaking about those annoying little noisemakers. I've seen a baby goat. Running in the direction of the old well. Hopefully she's not fallen in. Those things get everywhere. Logging up a washing tub. A little more than that. Get off, you nasty creatures! Pumpkin farm. That gives me a bit more to work with. For pumpkin farm. Should find the old well. Here's the pumpkin. Gunja. What do you need? Sure, should I bring them? Let's see, maybe add in an animation for it. Good point at it. Close to finishing this one, all about picking up and putting down pumpkins. Harvest all the pumpkins. There's some use for it. Pumpkins, hanging wreath, pumpkin, Pebble the Pumpkin Lady. I'm looking for a well on this property somewhere. Oh, found the goat. That's that. Thunder, she's fine. Close to the old well. She's gonna fall in, and thanks to you as well. With my appreciation, it's all I can afford. May I look upon it and smile. A goat pink. We're a wide berth. She's a dangerous relic of our dark past. The past, what's the future? The highest lord, of course. That's who most right-thinking folk believe in. I'm guessing that's kind of a Christianity taking over kind of situation. Now, close on the western border of Jaoya, not many visitors come here. Most was passing through, transporting their rest to the west by boat. We're proud of our farmlands, and of course our river connects our little village to the rest of Jaoya. What's the river like? Slowly here, like thick pumpkin soup. Means you'll find a few swamps about. Usually they attract mosquitoes, but thank your stars you've not come here during summer, otherwise they would be thicker than soup with the little devils. You often lose your goat? They are a particularly mischievous breed, always running off or hiding or getting stuck in things. Scamps with a lot of them. My neighbors don't even bother helping me look anymore. Goodbye. Goodbye. Nothing. Goodbye. Talk to you about your troubles. What's the matter? Shifty looking things, beady eyes, like berries. It's where they're following me, stalking me, in fact. I can't scare them off. They must belong to that old crone in the wood. She's pretty shifty, too. Let me get rid of them, I'll make it worth your while. Why are they stalking you? I've asked the hag to bless my fishing, and I have accidentally forgotten to pay her. Don't mention anyone that I went to her. They'd laugh at me for sure. But I always passed by her hut on the way to the best fishing spot, so I thought maybe she could help me out. I had the money to pay her, honestly, but I lost it in a game of Pickle My Pumpkin. I'll see what I can do. Those here follow a higher path in life. Leave a weak soul alone. Leave a weak soul alone. Oh. So that's all of them. Pal, I keep my word, if I can, but for you. Fire with that. Nightstand, 30 gold. Let's get these lands fertile and rich. Perfect conditions for pumpkins, cucumbers. Feel fast. Produce here. One of us always takes first prize in local pumpkin tournaments. That's 3 finished. Which is all darkness and evil. The village forgets too easily. What do they really like? Which has often helped those in need, one way or another. They were herbalists, wise women, midwives. They know darkness, but also light. Actually, that sounds a lot like the old druidic beliefs regarding witches. They were viewed also as a connection to the spirit world, the souls of the ancestors that might be thought for guidance. Unfortunately, that kind of belief was set aside due to Christianity moving in and basically condemning them as being in league with the devil. However, if you look at the traditions of Samhain, the precursor to what we know now as All Hallows Evening or Halloween, you'll find that it originates from the Druidic tradition of Samhain, where it was believed to be the darkest day of the year, when the veil between our world and the spirit world was at its thinnest, and the dead could cross over along with a variety of monsters. With the dead crossing over, it didn't just include benevolent spirits, it would also include sometimes murderers and other such ill types, for whom food was gathered with the intention of pacifying them and getting them to leave, while monstrous masks were worn with the intention of driving away the very monsters that would show up by showing them their own visage. What's bothering you? Might have seen my dear friend Jakub on your trials. Not many months ago to explore the nearby lands. Now returned, there's been no word from us since. Maybe he's not forgotten us. Mom told me that she used to roam these lands, traveling in a house that could move about by itself. But then again, Ma's a bit of a drinker. How can a house move about by itself? Don't look at me. I'm one of those educated types. Maybe it's got wheels like Bogdan's crappy old cart. Do you see the carved snakes on our roofs? And there's a tale about a man who freed the village from a snake plague a long time ago. He dug a pit and used a flute to lure the snakes into it. Since then, the people have honored him with these carvings. Sounds like that particular story in this game would have taken inspiration from the Piper of Hamelin, wherein the Piper drew the rats to the river and drowned them, but when they refused to pay him, he drew away the children. That really happened. I don't know if it's a complete true story, but we still get a lot of snakes around here, so he didn't do that good of a job if you ask me. Might be that exact kind of attitude that's causing that problem. Really? Legs? No. Sounds like a fairy tale story to me. What have you got to say about it? Husband died last year, was very sick. We had so many plans, but now I'm running our farm alone. Then it's not a big plot, it's tough work, and I miss him every day. Can't the others help you? They do from time to time, but I'm not a local and some can't forget that. Well, she's not someone to be trusted. Keep your distance. Is she dangerous? She practices dark arts that most dare not speak of. Any trouble around here, she's usually behind it. Seen better times, all the young folks look to the big cities for opportunities. Why's that? The cities are growing, the villages are shrinking, and sometimes you just can't face looking at another damn pumpkin patch. Goodbye. Now, listen here. You tread careful. These woods are home to many dangers for the unwary and unprepared. Some of the old folk even said an ancient bony witch with iron teeth lives in them. The Baba Jaga, often depicted with iron teeth, flitting about in either a cauldron or a pestle or mortar, flying around on it, along with her house with chicken's legs and chicken's feet. They can walk around on its own according to the Baba Yaga's will. Been known to lure children to her hut to eat them. And say she wants to keep old practices alive and that she worships ancient gods. Ah, nonsense, says I. Witches are relics of the old world. New beliefs have been spreading through this area for hundreds of years now. Sensible, right-thinking people believe in those. Our god prefers a different kind of compliance, much more civilized. I see no witch, just an old lady who talks to birds and mutters over herbs. But still, I'd steer clear of her anyway. No, do as you will. I won't be stopping you. Okay. Baba Yaga, the very person I am here to speak with. Large bench, beehive cupboard. Table with tablecloth, small firewood stack. Oh. Where does this lead? Oh, leads back to the village. Huh. One dares approach my door, child? Of course. Be late, child. I've waited for you for quite some time. Perhaps you too have been waiting for me. Either way, child, we meet at the crossroads. Where we go from here, only time will tell. One thing to note about the Baba Yaga is that in some versions of the stories she is unhelpful, even almost cannibalistic. Others, she's actually helpful in some way that may be unpredictable. And alone in the world, like a newborn kitten, you stumble forth into my garden. What brings you here? No answer from me? That's fair, that's fair. We hardly know each other. Yet perhaps we always have. Another life. Another live. Another life. It's all the same to me. But enough of idle chatter. There's work to be done. There's always work to be done. My shelves are empty, and my belly grumbles like a crochet wife. Hot water and herbs do not a meal make. Bring me some ingredients to make a tasty soup. You'll find a recipe in the book on the bench. So you can need fattening up too, kitten. You may borrow my birds, but know they are more precious to me than any other creature that breathes upon this earth. And you, my child, my children of wing and claw, see that this kitten knows her herbs from her weeds, and if she tries to run, well, you know what to do. Bench. There it is. Giraffes. Open your new journal. 10 mushrooms and 6 honeycombs. Maybe we'll find him in the forest. Collection items. Honeycomb. We found high up in trees. Found your birch stumps in the swamp. So much challenge I've been finding me some simple. The Lifki of stolen my magical talisman again. Lifki are spirits, very excitable spirits, especially when you have a pocket full of berries. You'll find those wretched blocks of wood in the forest. Find them, retrieve what they stole. Once you have the talisman, you can use its power to come back here more swiftly. But if you return without it, my next will be a little meatier. Now go, fun little kitten. Bird stumps. How do they describe it? Found high up in trees. Near birch trees in the swamp. Oh, that's a birch tree. The other way. Hmm? That's really cool. Main quest. That 10 of them? more mushrooms than I need. The fact that she's able to do that already indicates some degree of magical capability. Finally toss me the loot pistol. Back to the house. Come in, come in. What are you waiting for? Tell me, little kitten, do you have a name? REKA? Let's see. It's important, vital. The arteries of the world. They bring life. Perhaps you do too? Did you get all the ingredients? Good. We'll need them for the ritual. Did I say soup? My mistake. So easy to get the two mixed up in a mind that has lived as long as I think that witchcraft is mainly about ritual. There's a lot more about it. Underestimate the power of a full belly. Now then, River Kitten, let's continue. Ritual calls for a few more items. We already have the mushrooms and honey you collected. You also need a sturdy length of pine. One on you, do you? No? So many folk really have no idea what's important in life. The uses for a nice pine branch. In front of my hut there's a small island. On it stands a giant crooked pine. The branch returned to me. So feed yourself with the chickens. Chickens are important. Many think chickens to be dumb birds. Not a bit of it. They're just plain dumb. Minds as sharp as their beaks. Get the pine branch, the next chicken you like the look of, and bring them both to me. I'll wait for you behind the hut and begin the preparations. Soon it will be time. Soon you will rise again. Yes, that's the crooked pine. Snap off the branch. Good side quest. Missing branch. Pick a chicken I like the look of. They look the same to me, or at least pretty close to the same. Good, one of them wandered out. Gracious with your presence. Now follow me. All those years ago, those who would not listen and those who would not be heard, and we fell as told you. My friend, my love, my child, did not get back up. I searched for answers far and wide. Eventually I returned here, cast my mind wide, sent out a calling and waiting for the right kind of mind to answer. One that understood pain, understood law. Now we must no longer delay. Take the chicken over to the old oven. Don't be so concerned. It'll be fine. I'm sure we'll make itself at home in that nest. Besides, it's about to ascend to heights that such birds rarely reach. Told you to find? Good. I've sought the sigil. I need you to cleanse the space. Hold your branch, candle's flame until it ignites, then fumigate powerful incense through the air. Candle? Light pine branch. Good. Follow me to the next one. Very good. Quickly on to the next. The final one. That's promising. In my hut, by the front door, there's a shrine to my ancestors. One of them saw fit to leave me an egg. We'll need it for the ritual. Sounds like a chicken's egg at all replicated English pot. But perhaps something, if all goes to plan. It has sat dormant for many years, but hopefully it can still provide us with what we need. Bring it to me. Oh, and pick some grain from my garden on your way. We'll need that later. Here's the talisman. Where's the no. Ancestor Shrine. Where's the Ancestor Shrine? There it is. It's in the oven. How many gods in this ritual?
Perhaps you will learn more of them in time, if you prove yourself. For now, we must honor the goddess of fertility. Let's place bowls on all four sides of the bowls. Let's start with this one. You go to the bowl at the back of the kitchen and place some honeycomb within it. Now we shall both walk clockwise around the house to the next bowl. And then when I tell you to, place some grain in the bowl. If you don't have any grain, you'll find some in my garden. Fill the bowl with it. Yes, it's working. Wait, it's working? The river kitten is capable. Come to me. We are not finished. Say now. Take this. Be very careful with it. It's a charm blessed by the god of fire. A powerful, dangerous object in the wrong hands. Now, stop looking at your hands. They are the right ones. At least for now. Using this charm, I need you to dissolve the bones surrounding this site. Each and every last one. We need to harness their essence. Go, I need to focus on the next step. Disappoint me. I cannot be disappointed again. Oh, and be respectful. The one you dissolve meant more to me than you will ever know. That's all of them. Come back to me. Charm, you're far too inexperienced to hold such power longer than necessary. How did it feel to wield the power of Svarog? Tingles, doesn't it? Like a nettle sting on the inside of your skin. Don't grow too big for your boots. We are not done yet. Go back to my house and bring me embers from the oven. The ritual requires you carry them red hot in your bare hands. Don't look at me like that. Carrying embers should not prove a problem to one who has wielded Svarog's power. Now, get to it, quickly. We've won, River Kitten. I hope it lasts. Give the embers to me. That is one last thing I need from you. Closer. Don't look like that. It was only a small prick. Just a drop of blood. You won't miss it. Blood is key. Blood is the bond. See how the embers absorb it. The living embers. They have burned bright for generations. Fire passed from home to home. Their age dwarfs even mine. The living embers gave life to my love a long time ago, and a new life they shall give today. This last part I must do alone. You did well, little river kitten. Let's hope it was not the last time. But for now, watch and learn. We literally hatched the house with chickens feed. Okay. Beginning and the end. I cannot be unmade. I cannot be undone. I persist. The world shall remember Baba Yaga. It shall remember and tremble before the mother of witches. Phew, now that was exhausting. Quite took the wind out of me, it did. Now sit down. Swamp rat, it's not responding. Can't pick my mind. I can't control it. River kitten, tell it to sit down. Hot, sit down. You did well, little river kitten. You did not disappoint. At least, not yet. There's potential in you. You have a quick mind. You see beyond what others do. You're a natural witch, perhaps even born to it. If you can do what you did, look around you at what you've created. This will be our house, our home, but I will allow you to build it yourself. Furnish it, decorate it, make it just how you imagine. Embrace the light or the darkness, the grand or the humble. We will live in it and travel the lands within its walls. I will take the largest room. The Yaga needs her space. It's more than a fair price for what I can teach you if you are willing to learn. If you are, take this wood and begin to build a future. You don't rest, but I need to. See, an ancient one just for you. But no, it's no ordinary chair. I'd like to speak to the hut directly, for you will be guiding us in our journey up the river. Think of it like the brain of this place. Position the chair and talk to it. Believe me, you will find yourself speaking with things much stranger than a chair in your travels. Such is the life of a witch. The other cut through the forest, where the fog is at its deepest. Enter it to leave this part of the world. Know that when you do, that we may never return here. So I'm sure you have tied up your affairs and explored as much of the land as you wish. I sense there are still some places left undiscovered.
Still have that other one to finish. Over here, I think. That over here. Oh. Well, that's no fun. Push some closer. Yep. More to see. That's exactly where I need to go. Alright, and my heart was singing with joy at the beginning of my new adventure. The world is a big place, and I am but a small man. Yet I yearn to be more, to see more and sin more. What adventures await me? Sights, tastes, and smells. The anticipation is almost too much. Now that I am riding, I spy fellow travelers approaching. I hope I can make camp with them tonight. Heard about her? No, can't be. I thought he would want that. Oh boy. I'll get there a little faster. Return to the house and come this way. The least I could do. I promised him terribly. Go to some better times will continue adventures in memory of him. Let's do. Oh, what's this? What's with the cat here? Dear. That almost looked like a house. Oh. Wonder what it is. Well, don't find out soon enough. Befriend deer by giving them berries. Alright, indeed, Sophie. Boom, past the hut. And head for the chicken feet hut. Hmm. Bring the animal home. Okay. There's some elements of base building. More of that. I'm on, people. Oh, what do you have to say now about it? No doubt I can live with them. That's how I see fit. Whatever your endeavor to please me. Ouch. Greenwich. Some of which are not yours to know, at least not yet. That ritual had been years in the making. I was just waiting for the stars to align, the paths to cross, and a little wind to blow my way, REKA River Kitten. New life has been created from the ashes of the old by the power of the gods and those who trod these lands before us. The great Siwa does not care whether the chicken or the egg came first, as that both are provided in her honor. Once she had blessed us, the mighty Svarog dissolved the bones like melting butter, and the embers ignited the spirits of our ancestors. We will travel east against the flow of the river. No, the river is a greater teacher than even I. The waters of life and memory contains all things that ever were and ever will be. I have to admit, part of me hoped we could revive my old friend. Too much has been lost. Since it was your blood that we used, it might only listen to you, for now. I see my reputation is not what it used to be. Once I was spoken of in fearful whispers and screams and shivers, I traveled through nightmares and shadows. I have been known by many names, although I cannot say I cared for any of them. You may call me Baba Yaga. I have a questioning mind, but for now there is work to be done. Have you explored the lands already? If so, we should be on our way. That. Still some over here to explore. Wait, should probably put some things down. Candles. Like that. Put there. Hmm. Book with a moth cover. Put that there. Puppet. Raspberries, honeycomb, and Sherwood moth. One shirt, seal dresser, nightstand. A big parasol, table, pumpkin lady. Oh, Baba Yaga's chest. Where I say. There's some more items. Basket of mushrooms, decorative plants. Bounce, bounce, bounce. I'm sorry. One of the dogs I'm currently looking at is a little bit hyper right now. She tends to get like this around this time. Excuse me. Already been almost an hour and a half. That's what happens when you end up playing a game that you actually enjoy or actually immerses you. There will always be those who, rather ignorantly at least in my opinion, insist that realism in a fantasy game is unnecessary. Yes, I know Angelica Tosh already did an episode on this, and frankly, I have to agree with her. The very idea of, oh, it's a fantasy world, you don't need realism, is just it's misunderstanding something critical. The whole point of realism is to immerse you in the world that the game or story is creating. Without that immersion, without that realism, it just takes you out of it. It's nothing but a game. It loses so much of its impact. And it's not because it's a bad game, but because the very idea of it loses meaning, it loses impact. For instance, can I believe that the Baba Yaga's house might end up broken? Yes, I can very much believe that. Do I think it's likely? No. But there's also the question of, well, what would happen if it were broken for too long? Would it still be the same hut that's restored? Or would it be more of a mimic or a knockoff of the original? Frankly, I think that depends on the memory of the object, which is an in-universe of war aspect that ties into that realism. How much is this story believable? How much has it been constructed in a way that makes it so that within the internal logic and internal history of the world, is this something that can happen? And unfortunately, there are those who will basically say, oh, disregard that. It's not important. When anyone who actually plays games, who creates games, will tell you that is not accurate. That internal agreement is necessary for an immersive experience that actually draws you in and engages you with the story to such an extent Wasn't expecting that. Likely wouldn't have found it if I didn't go exploring. Anyway, back to the internal reasoning of it. Without it, the very core of the game stops making sense and becomes more of a chore to try and work with. More of a chore to try and immerse yourself in, get lost in the game, and the gameplay and the story. When you look at it, one of the things that semi-broke immersion with Skyrim was actually the loss of a piece of the core concepts of it. Originally, the Thu'um would not work with any other race. It was a magic unique to the Nords, kind of like the chicken's feet. The house with chicken's feet is unique to the Baba Yaga. No one has that chicken-legged hut, but the Baba Yaga. Technically, right now, we are either the Baba Yaga or the Baba Yaga's successor. Could be either one. But the internal logic dictates that it must be in some way tied to the Baba Yaga. For the creation, we didn't know how to do it. The Baba Yaga performed the entire ceremony, the entire ritual. We may have helped with it, but the Baba Yaga performed it. And as a result of something that was unexpected by the Baba Yaga, we are now the one that the house is bonded to. Is this necessarily how it works? That depends on the actual logic and reason and lore of the Baba Yaga according to this game. We don't know enough yet to tell if this is reasonable, but we can say, beyond any shadow of a doubt, that we are connected to the Baba Yaga. How far that goes has not yet been made clear, so we can't really say. We'll likely find out later on just how deep this goes, how far we're immersed in all of this, so on and so forth kind of thing. To the point where we might very well have to deal with some things that are Baba Yaga specific that if we weren't traveling with the Baba Yaga, we might not have to deal with otherwise. However, we haven't reached that point, so we can't say. Though I am kind of curious. We came across the Moon Tarot card. I wonder what that will mean for us later on. If it's significant or just a little bit of random trivia on the side that we don't know about yet. I'm gonna let you in for a little nourishment on your chance. Unfortunately, I have nothing to offer you at the moment since much of our agreements spoiled before we get hard. Winter is fast approaching when we all fear what troubles it might bring. We'd be so grateful if you could find time to help us. Small, sweet meal. Cooking is the most important skill a young witch can learn. You can experiment with different ingredients and craft food items with your big white oven. You can use these items for quests or to decorate your home. Small, sweet meal. So we can make it a small, sweet meal. That's reason. Start. Ah. It's mushroom. Oop. Raspberry jam. Porridge with honey. Grab. Take you off. Oh. Yes, start. Porridge with honey. One of the dogs, borderline howling, either hungry or just missing another person. I wonder, how do I get more wood? I guess I'll find out later. $60 gold, 64 wood. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. There anything else? So I wonder, could I go talk to him? Does he have anything to trade? He might, now that I actually have some money. Nope. He's still working to repair it. cost everyone. See what the Baba Jaga has to know. Three berries make berry jam. What about a pine branch? Nope. Why not? Nope. Hmm. Where's it going? Oh. We need 2 raspberries for berry jam, 3 raspberries, 3 grain for bread, 3 mushroom mushrooms, not for bread for porridge, 2 grain and a honeycomb. As far as I can tell, that's everything. Go by foot if you must. Travel onward. This trial awaits here. Current location. Okay. What do I have to work with? see anything. Let me check something. Alright. Side quests. Ah, cabbages or pumpkins. An extra reward. So now they'll tell you about their found traditional cooking some foods with their harvest. Okay. Closer. What is that? Anything here? No, I can pick on up, but I can't harvest them. What is the tutorial area? Missing from the well in front. Savory meal. Next to the pilgrim. I'll talk to you. savory meal. I wanted more than that. Three more bowls of mushroom soup. Good girl, Sophie. No. There we go. It's streaming for almost 2 hours. Even with the interruptions. Um, we got 2 mushroom soup. Then go drop off the additional soup. Alright. Good girl, Sophie. 5 minutes. Let's see. Let's begin. And savory meal. Check that. That should have it. Oh, 6 bowls of mushroom soup. Let that finish up and I'll go handle all 3. I might go a little over just to finish off this little grouping, but I'm not sure. And 2. One of the things that can be distinctly annoying about these kinds of games is the time getting behind various crafting recipes. Admittedly, with cooking it makes sense. Ooh. Oh. Well, if I have 3 remaining. Yeah, looks like 1.5 is about accurate. Come over here, talk to you about food. And God dang it. Well, that was all well and good. I'll retry again later. Hmm, let's go read Brozime. Oh, see you all maybe tomorrow. Depends on if I feel like streaming or not really all that motivated for the day. Well, hope to see you all again next stream, whenever that happens to be. And for those of you who want to review or rewatch this, I'll be posting it up on YouTube. I forget what my YouTube channel name is. My user is nature5961 and capitalized. Talk to you all later, and let's see what happens.